What's up everyone? Welcome back to Viral Trends. This time we have a set of extraordinarily creative pieces of art. Buckle up and let's watch! Do you want to see something cool? Then here's a painting of Hades from the cartoon Hercules. In all these years as a fan of art, I haven't seen anyone paint with a sponge. The final work looks lit though. Let's sketch Captain Jack Sparrow when Johnny Depp is going through his trial. Minimalist art beats many other forms of art, mainly because it's simple and accessible. Don't you agree? Spray paint art on canvas looks genuinely stunning, especially if it's a portrait of Marylin Monroe. One can notice it's her even without waiting for the art to be finished. When you're bored, get your friend's iPad and start doodling on it. The longer you're at it, the better you're gonna perform. This artist, for instance, is going for a SpongeBob themed background. Stormtroopers from the Star Wars are mysterious characters, and having some knowledge of the topic of the painting will give you a better impression on the painting when you see it after it's ready. It's always a superior quality of work when an artist uses acrylic paint on wood. Can you guess what this work of art will represent? It's a strawberry cupcake. Let's have some 3D illustration drawn on this paper. It looks like the window of hell, to be frank. Logo painters are awesome. The ability to choose the right color pens and markers and draw perfectly well are two things an artist must possess. Sketching is all fun and games until someone professional comes in, takes the pencil, draws a figure, and leaves. Using an oil pencil for this is better, as the pencil doesn't break that much during your work. It's hard to press the urge to paint when an artist sees the MacBook's smooth surface. This guy's an exception for painting Spider-Man on it. Everything you need is inside. This is the motto of this aesthetic painting. If you've got a skateboard, it's time to decorate it. With using tapes in the shape of a maze, paint over the tapes to get a black and white maze on the board. "3D, Pink Panther, mirror." The relation between these three is non-existent. However, the artist created one and it turned out magnificently. How imaginative one needs to be for blowing paint off of markers and sketching a cute girl on the background. It might be due to watching a lot of anime. A golden sheet of paper and black thick marker make up one of the coolest and most elegant duos in the world of art. Judging by this work alone, you may agree with this notion. Resin art based on Star Wars is everything a hardcore fan wants to see today. Thank God people created epoxy and started using it for artistic purposes. A perfect cartoon character can be created with nothing but markers. Satisfaction that you'll get from this one will be enough for the day. With pastels, you can achieve a wonderfully luscious, velvety texture. The deep, rich colors are easy to blend, and when used well, they have a splendid luminosity. That's why this artwork looks lifelike. Firstly, we'll draw a sketch of the art. Then, we'll give the first colors and create the basic tone of the painting by brushing the paint all over the canvas. After that, we can slowly add our touches, give more life to the painting, and finish the work. Real Madrid is a legendary club and the winner of this year's Champions League. Making its logo is professionally painted this way. Why don't you try your favorite club's logo for fun? To grab people's attention in public places and distract them from the mundaneness of life, paint your headphones in the way you fancy. Have you ever thought of carving a pencil? Well, that would work. You can create any figure you want out of it. Painting with your bare hands may work well if you're experienced and skilled at it. You may ruin it otherwise. This artist has a knack for it and also adds little details with a pencil to separate the important parts of his work. Another picturesque example of acrylic paint used to make a minimalist piece of art. It's good to be an artist, but feels even better to watch the artist paint. Jason Williams was a point guard in the NBA and a great player. Here we have a special tribute that is his portrait made by using spray paints layer by layer. This artist will create an art that is too good to be true. The tools he uses are simple, yet work perfectly well together. Also, the scenery in the painting is of north with northern green lights in the night sky. Here's one more work of art just like the previous one. However, here the colors contrast more than it did in the last one. Interestingly, there are more layers and meaning in this painting, meaning it's not much of an accessible piece of art. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to come back for more tomorrow. See ya!